PPL's 2026 iPhone lineup is already generating serious buzz thanks to new leaks that hint at bold colors, subtle design refinements, and Apple's first true foldable flagship. If you're wondering what to expect from the iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the rumored foldable iPhone Ultra, this detailed breakdown covers all the key points buyers and tech enthusiasts care about, especially colors, design, and early feature clues. iPhone 18 Pro. Dark Cherry replaces Cosmic Orange. Apple is reportedly planning a fresh color palette for the iPhone 18 Pro series, and the star of the show is a new shade called Dark Cherry. This color is described as a deep, wine red tone, more sophisticated and muted than flashy reds of the past. In 2025, the iPhone 17 Pro lineup is expected to spotlight Cosmic Orange, a bright, attention-grabbing color. By contrast, 2026's Dark Cherry is set to be richer and darker, less fruit punch, more fine red wine. It won't be as loud as Cosmic Orange, but it should still stand out as the identifiable signature color of the iPhone 18 Pro generation. As usual, Apple is likely to retire the previous Pro colors, including Cosmic Orange, when the new models launch. So if you like that orange finish, it may be your last chance before Dark Cherry takes its place. Other rumored iPhone 18 Pro colors. According to supply chain information, Apple is also experimenting with 3 additional color options for the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max light blue, said to be similar to the current mist blue on the base iPhone 17. This would give the Pro lineup a softer, cooler tone without being too playful. Dark gray. A deeper, more industrial shade of gray that could appeal to users who prefer a classic, understated look. Silver. A traditional silver finish similar to what Apple already offers, likely, serving as the neutral, timeless option. These colors are reportedly being prototyped with the following Pantone references internally. Light blue, Pantone 2121 Dark Cherry, Pantone 6276 Dark Gray, Pantone 426C Silver, Pantone 427C. These Pantone codes are being used to generate internal renders, but the final appearance can still vary based on the materials Apple uses, such as titanium, glass, and coatings, and how they react under real-world lighting. One important detail, Apple hasn't locked these colors in yet. Mass production of the iPhone 18 Pro series has not started, which means the company still has room to tweak or even drop certain shades. Historically, Apple does not always release 4 Pro colors every year, so one of these rumored tones could be cut before launch. We've already seen this happen before. For the iPhone 17 Pro, both Macworld and leaker Sonny Dixon reported that Apple considered black and steel gray options that never shipped. Expect some of that same internal experimentation for the 18 Pro series as well. Design. Familiar iPhone. Pro look with small but meaningful refinements. Leaked CAD drawings accessed by Macworld's source suggest that the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max will largely maintain the same overall design language as their predecessors. That means no radical changes to the frame shape or camera layout, but there are some notable tweaks worth watching. Smaller dynamic island for more usable screen space. One of the most significant rumored changes is a smaller dynamic island. This pill-shaped cutout, introduced to replace the traditional notch, has become a defining feature of modern iPhones. On the iPhone 18 Pro models, it's expected to shrink slightly, which would free up more usable display area for apps and content. Make full-screen video and gaming feel a bit more immersive. Keep all the live activities and dynamic island functionality intact, but with a cleaner overall look. If you like the idea of having more screen real estate without changing the overall device size, this is a subtle but impactful upgrade. Tighter integration around the camera bump. Another detail noticed in the leaked renders is the reduced gap between the rear glass and the camera bump. On at least one of the CAD-based images, the space between the camera glass cutout and the raised camera island appears slightly smaller than on current models. This could signal a move toward a more seamless, unified camera design. Better visual alignment between the back glass, frame, and camera system. Refinements driven by Apple's ongoing work to minimize color differences between the glass back and the metal frame. A previous leak from Weibo leaker Instant Digital claimed Apple is using a new process to reduce these color and material mismatches. The tightening of the gap around the camera bump may be part of that larger effort to make the hardware look more precise and premium. Overall, the iPhone 18 Pro series appears to be an evolutionary update, not a complete redesign, but for Apple, these small design refinements often add up to a noticeably more polished device in person. The foldable iPhone Ultra, Apple's thin, premium foldable, takes shape. Perhaps the most intriguing part of these leaks is the confirmation of Apple's long-rumored foldable iPhone, which is now said to be internally referred to as the iPhone Ultra. Unlike the playful colors of the standard iPhone models, the foldable lineup seems to be geared toward a more professional, high-end aesthetic. Foldable design, like an iPad mini that fits in your pocket, leaked CADs and internal schematics, point to a device that unfolds to a footprint similar to an iPad mini, giving you a tablet-like experience in a compact form factor, is just 4.7mm thick when unfolded, making it significantly thinner than the already slim iPhone Air at 5.6mm. This ultra-thin profile is likely to be one of Apple's key selling points. Features 2 rear cameras, providing standard iPhone photography capabilities on the back. Includes 2 selfie cameras, one on the outer display for quick photos, video calls, and FaceTime when the device is closed. Another in the upper left corner of the inner display for use when the device is open, ideal for video calls, selfies, and content creation on the larger screen. This configuration positions the foldable iPhone Ultra as both a premium productivity device and a high-end media machine. Color options: neutral, premium finishes. Unlike the regular iPhones, which often receive bright and fun colors, Apple appears to be taking a more conservative approach with the foldable, a classic silver and white finish, reinforcing the premium professional identity of the device. An indigo option similar to the deep blue color of the iPhone 17 Pro, giving users a darker, more dramatic alternative that still feels sophisticated. These color choices suggest that Apple sees the foldable as a flagship aimed at early adopters and professionals, rather than the playful mainstream audience of the standard models. Release timeline and lineup structure, according to current information from supply chain sources and analysts. The iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the foldable iPhone Ultra are all expected to be announced around September 2026. However, the foldable model may not ship at the same time as the Pro and Pro Max. Some analysts believe its retail availability could be slightly delayed, which is common for first-generation or highly complex devices. The broader iPhone 18 family is also taking shape, with rumors pointing to a base iPhone 18, an iPhone 18e, likely a more affordable, streamlined model. A new iPhone Air refresh. These non-Pro models are expected to arrive in the first half of 2027, a timeline that has reportedly been corroborated by the same supply chain source. This staggered rollout would allow Apple to focus the spotlight on the high-end Pro and foldable models first, then follow up with more mass-market devices. Key takeaways for buyers and enthusiasts. Dark cherry is poised to become the headline color of the iPhone 18 Pro series, replacing 17 Pro's cosmic orange with a deeper, more refined wine red tone. Apple is testing light blue, dark gray, and silver finishes for the iPhone 18 Pro line, but not all may make it to the final release. Expect a smaller dynamic island and minor camera housing refinements, keeping the design familiar but more polished. The foldable iPhone Ultra is shaping up as a thin, premium tablet-like device with a dual selfie camera setup and conservative, high-end colors like silver, white, and indigo. The iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max should launch alongside the foldable in September 2026, with the broader iPhone 18 family following in early 2027. As always with Apple leaks, these details can still change before mass production. But taken together, they paint a clear picture of Apple's 2026 strategy: refine the Pro, introduce a bold new dark cherry identity, and finally enter the foldable market with an ultra-thin premium device aimed at the high end.